welcome to episode 72. Today we're going to discuss Neil Young, strategic practice, and your goals. Now, the reason we pick what songs we learn how to play, well, there's lots of thoughts on this. So say the first reasons we pick the songs that we pick is, I guess the first and obvious reason is we like the song, we're inspired by the song, and that is it. Now, today what we're going to talk about is, in addition to that, and in addition to inspiration, and in addition to all that, some songs will bring out things in you that other songs won't. So, in this sense, it's strategy. Like we're learning a song so we can acquire a certain skill. Or maybe we write an exercise so we can acquire a skill. Or something. So that's what I want to talk about today. Okay, so first of all, when you're learning songs, there is something great about checking out songs that are absolutely note for note, and that's what you learn, and that's what you're going to do for the rest of you learning the song. You're not going to elaborate on it because it is kind of like a full statement, and to not play it exactly as it is written would be wrong. It would be the wrong idea. So when I say this, like some songs like Stairway to Heaven comes to mind, Master of Puppets comes to mind, things that are exactly note, they should be exactly note for note. The whole Rush catalog except for Working Man comes to mind. Nobody wants to hear your rendition of Rush. That's a bad idea. So those are one kind of songs, and that has its separate bonuses of what we're getting out of it when we learn them. But the different thing that I want to talk about today are songs that we can build off of. When I say that, there are some songs that the lessons in them are layered. In other words, if I teach you such and such a song on a bass level, it's an easy song. But as we get better as guitar players, we can layer it up, 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 and we can grow. As we grow, the song grows as well. The lessons learned will grow as well. So with that said, I'm going to use Cortez the Killer, Neil Young song. Everybody loves Neil Young. To deal with this song that I think is perfect for the beginner is that it is a slow tempo. It is an introduction to a minor key song. It is three chords, and it is repetitive. Okay, so it is the same musical statement over and over again that we can elaborate on later on in our journey. But for right now, we just want to be able to play chords in time. So that, on a very easy beginner level, what we want to do is learn the three chords. So it's going to be E minor, and it's going to be D sus2, but D to D sus2, hover around. It goes back and forth between D and A minor. Okay, so on a very core level, we could just practice one measure of E minor, another measure of D sus2, A minor, and we could play along with that over and over again with the recording. Three easy chords. The D sus2 they're interchangeable. We can even play A sus2, which is this. I'm lifting my first finger to A minor. Now this is kind of like a joom, joom, joom jigga, or even just joom, 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 joom strumming. Come up after you get the quarter note strums down. And then you want to control how you strike the strings, that you're not being harsh, that your quiet parts are quiet, that we can build up if we want to later on down the road. But right now we're just trying to be steady and trying to lay the rhythm down to a sad song, minor key. Now, that's your intro lesson, okay? Intro lesson. So now here's the deal, people. If you're just starting out on the guitar, this will take some time. Let yourself, give yourself some grace, I guess is what I'm trying to say. Because nothing really cool and great ever happened right away. So thinking in terms of a longer time scale, you're going to appreciate what you're learning if it is something you had to work at. All right. So at the end of the day, it's not that you, like, if you're just beginning this and this is any kind of challenge for you and you're getting kind of like frustrated that you can't get it right away, it's something you have to work towards. All right. And it's work will cease in time. It will stop being work and it'll start being fun once you realize you can do this. And it's not going to take that long. Just give yourself some grace and let yourself go through what everybody else in the history of this instrument, like I've in my pool of players that I know, there's like only one kind of musical, I don't even want to call him genius, but someone who took this and it was completely easy for him. Look, and I've taught for 35 years, and this guy, and I didn't even teach the guy. He tells me the story that in 6 months he was doing this, and this. I have to believe he wasn't telling me a lie. I've never had a student like that. It's normal to have to work at it, but it's kind of a cool thing that we have to work towards, and it's fun and it's a challenge. Okay, so anyway, I think it's good for you, and it'll be fun, and you'll be learning something that you can take with you for the rest of your life. So with that said, for that said, the next thing we can do is we can try maybe some broken chording with this. Something easy. And what broken chording is one note at a time. So the easiest way to do that is just experiment with it. You're not going to sound like Neil Young right away. Now these little embellishments here, like the A sus2 to A minor, that makes it sound more like Neil Young. All right. What that was, I'm playing an A minor 7. I'm putting the third finger on the D note. Now this, when we were practicing this may be like this may be a couple weeks into, if you're just starting out, a couple weeks in. You don't have want to try this until a couple weeks in. And keep it easy at first. You'll get better at it and better at it, and you can get more elaborate as you see fit. You can also it is like there's this song is such a canvas that you can put your emotions in on, because and it is a sad song. Sad songs I like sad songs. Not everything has to be happy. If it's going to be sad, it should be very poignantly sad, and it's like and it should be a reminder. So so that is the beauty of a minor key. Minor keys should be sad. You can play with your fingers. Each one of these can be lessons in themselves. Okay. Other things we can do is kind of like I could look for other voicings up the neck. This could be a year into your guitar journey. Now, what I think is neat about the song is also it is kind of like a very expressive. You get a witness of Neil Young's kind of like lead guitar and electric guitars style as well. So you'll be learning how to play. All I'm doing is applying the things that I were working on the acoustic on, and applying it to electric, very much the same way that Neil Young would, because a lot of what he does, a lot of his songs were written on acoustic guitar. Okay, and his style kind of infuses both styles. So now the next thing we could check out. So we have it is in the key of E minor. So as we get better at guitar and as we go through our journey, we can look at the music theory and how that can help us out. Okay, what does E minor mean? Okay, how can we stretch out on this? How do we not look at learning a song as just downloading the tablature or going through Rocksmith or whatever? How it is a multi-layered thing that you can grow into. Okay, so the key of E minor has one sharp. That is F sharp. All the rest of it is. All the rest of it is natural notes, so that we can learn. Maybe set a goal for yourself is, I'm going to figure out where E minor is on these strings on the top string. And I have a previous episode we talked about the unitar approach to soloing and how Neil Young was kind of like, this is a great song and style and sound that applies really well. So I'm gonna try this. So this is horizontally, just the key of E minor is E, F sharp, G, A, B, C, D, E. So playing melodies with that in mind. So all I'm doing there is I'm playing melodies. In the